you for joining me here at the American News Network. We're going to go over the 14th Amendment in great detail today because Colorado has got it all wrong and they're impersonating Congress. So the Supreme Court of Colorado cannot be Congress, so they don't have the authority to enforce the amendment. And when you study the part that they're going to try to enforce, well, that makes Joe Biden look guilty, if anything else, when we put that under the microscope. So understand that we, the people, we have 5 things that give basically a perfect union. And they're in violation of all these things. What do I mean by that? Well, the 5 things of the perfect union, we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. Establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. With an open border, you can't establish justice or have domestic tranquility. In fact, it's out of control. The common defense, there's no common defense if there's no walls on your house. And the general welfare, we've never had so many people in tents in the United States, 107,000 homeless veterans. And we're going to continue to let more homeless people in that can't even speak English or Spanish. Where's the posterity for a Mexican American when the door to Mexico is open? There's no difference. There's no general welfare. There's a violation to the Constitution of the United States of America. Our founding fathers put the words in there. Now let's look at the 14th Amendment. They have a violation because Section 5 of the 14th Amendment says the Congress shall have the power to enforce by appropriate legislation the provisions of this article. Last I checked, state of Colorado is not Congress, and if they're impersonating Congress, it's up to you to go out there and to lock all 4 of those Supreme Court justices up for thinking that they have congressional powers, which they don't. Now, they want to say that Trump violated the insurrection or rebellion against the same or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. Well, Trump told everybody to go home, but Jackwagon Joe did give 20 years of aid and comfort to the Taliban to the tune of $80 to $85 billion. Bingo. Read the full sentence if anybody. Congress, you have the ammunition now to get the lead out of your butt and make yourself at least worthwhile. None of us really believe in you anymore. You're letting Jackwagon Joe stay in office. You're letting states like Colorado, New York, Georgia interfere like you can't read the Constitution yourselves. We, the people of the United States, know there's a 24th Amendment violation going on just by making Trump go to all these courts. It says that no state shall interfere. Then the DEA, the FBI, the CIA, it says the government shall not interfere. And guess what? This is costing us a lot of money every time he shows up, last I checked. That's a tax, that's a poll tax. And that's against the 24th Amendment, and that we, the people, are allowed to have an election free from error. And none of you are doing your jobs. You're making this very costly on the American people, not just through the media, but through Donald Trump's plane, and we're all paying for it. That's a poll tax violation right there, pure and simple, no matter how you look at it. DA Fani Willis, she needs to go to prison, just like I've said all along. As far as that other guy that never had the constitutional authority, we need to throw his butt in the can too. Anybody that questions or gets in the way is making a 24th Amendment violation, and therefore they need to serve the time for it. Now, Congress, what is taking so long for you to get Jackwagon Joe out of office? Is it that you're that afraid of having Kamala Harris take the lead? Well, I don't think anything could be worse than a daily destruction of Afghanistan, a daily destruction of the Ukraine, a daily destruction till the end of Israel, and with everything else that you can see. All he does is he's killing the world, and he's going to time it perfectly for his final days here on earth. Now, I want to talk about the power of something and what happens when you want to mock God. This comedian was mocking God, and I want you to see what happened.
But I want you to know, double-vaxxed, booster, flu shot, and I'm going to be honest, I have the shingles shot too. And I still get my period. What? Yes! Traveled, went to Mexico twice, did shows, meet and greets, never got COVID. Clearly, Jesus loves me the most. Seriously. So nice. So nice.
So I'm in the emergency room.
Got something else for you to listen to right now. This is Turkey.
Allah'ın gazabından kurtulamayacaksınız. Hepinizi saygıyla selamlıyorum.
Okay, so the Turkish prime minister, he basically mocked Jesus, and he said, by all his wrath, you will learn, okay? And as soon as he said those words, he fell right here. There you go. He fell over. Comedian, same thing. 2 days later, this man died. These are facts. Facts, things I think you should pay attention to. Let's not placate the book, and for those of us that are Christians, understand it doesn't matter if Pope Francis makes some sort of rule. There are words, and Jesus said, I didn't come to change one letter of the law. Who are we? Who are we to think that we can? We're granules of sand compared. Now, I'm going to get back to the power of the Lord. China was taken out. They have over 1,000 homes taken out because of a massive earthquake. This is probably Taiwan's saving grace. We have over 103 attacks that have happened in around Iraq into Syria. Erbil Air Base out there, everything. This is a map of all the attacks behind me. Okay. Over 103 since October. Okay. Our government's probably not being transparent on our casualties and our deaths. But Rand Paul put up the War Powers Act of 1973 because Jackwagon Joe does not have the authority to be a war president past 2 years. And he is. This was put in because of Nixon and everybody else back in the day. It's time to do this because we've got to control out of control presidents, and we have one right now. So these are the things that I want to bring to you because they're happening, and we can do better than this. We're funding terrorism, and we're funding it more than we're funding ourselves. And that's something that we shouldn't be doing. We need to spend our money here at home. We need to spend our money on food. We need to spend money on our border. And these are things that everybody can see here in the United States. So thank you for joining me here at the American News Network. Remember, Trump didn't make a 14th Amendment violation because Congress didn't say he made one. Article 5 says that Congress shall do that. Colorado's out of control, and they're making a 24th Amendment violation, just like Fannie Willis, just like Alvin Bragg, and just like everybody else. God bless you. Please like, please share, please subscribe. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. God bless each and every one of you. And just so you know, Yemen behind me, everybody's rooting out there to cause a war. And if you're in the Merchant Marines, I'm asking you to stand down and not participate. We can't have any of our 70 ships going through that Suez Canal. This is all about trade, and it's a trade that really doesn't involve us so much. So a lot of those countries also don't want us to be the leader of that war, and that goes for Italy and Spain. They're like, we need the Suez more than you do, and we don't need Jackwagon Joe leading us into World War III. And that's what he's trying to do. We can't let that happen because we're America. You know what that means? Well, that means we're Italians, we're Spanish, we're Egyptians, we're Israeli, we're Palestinian, we're everything, and we can do better than this. So, again, let's hang in there, and let's, in the name of Christ, love. God bless you.